Muay Thai, a generally beloved sport by all combat sport athletes and practitioners, and for good reason. It is known for its deep and immense respect and fruitful culture. Not only that, Muay Thai is a highly skilled sport and considered one of the world's hardest and most dangerous sports to compete in. With the use of knees, elbows, punches and kicks, there's no other words to describe top-level fighters other than graceful and artistic. Many consider it a sacred and beautiful sport. The majority of trainers and fighters are described as friendly and are a testament to the respect the sport secretes. But every good has a bad and every light has a dark. So join me as I reveal the dark truth of Muay Thai. The national sport of Thailand is Muay Thai. Therefore, many people practice from a very young age. Think of it like football, but much more deadly. Like football, kids may want to get into it as they're inspired by top players. And while that holds true in Thailand, many kids have no choice. The wage in Thailand being as low as 10 USD, many children are forced into being the bread earners for their families. And the best way in their eyes, and what everyone else has done for generations, is to fight. Now parents can't be blamed here. They have no choice. But many don't know the repercussions. Despite this, children fight at 8 and even younger. Winning one of these bouts could cover their family's rent for nearly a month, and is for many families a road out of poverty. Take fighters like Rodtak, Sunshine, Nongo, and pretty much any Thai fighter you can think of, all started early. While many child fighters fight to earn their freedom from the grasp of poverty, many do it as their parents believe it's good for them, and by a lot of time it is. After all, to Thailand, Muay Thai isn't a sport, it's a lifestyle, and putting them in the ring early breeds champions. There's no way we can protest them to stop. It's their culture, and who are we to change that? However, this doesn't mean we can't acknowledge the dangerous consequences. But what are these? Well, firstly, the most extreme and obvious one is brain damage. The most extreme case being a 13-year-old dying. Anucha Tesako stepped into the ring to fight a boy 2 years older than him for prize money of around $60. To him it was just like any other of his 200 fights that came before, but unfortunately it would be his last. After being knocked out and suffering a brain hemorrhage, he would die in the ring. This then sparked a discussion to introduce measures and legislations to the country's Boxing Act to protect these young fighters. But is it protecting them? Or is it condemning the fighters' families to further poverty? To me, there are no right answers here, and it is a tricky situation. But moving from this, it's also important to note that our brain is constantly developing until mid to late 20s, and the constant head strike probably doesn't do that any good. It's also important to note that there is evidence that it can decrease cognitive function, and that would not be ideal for the young fighters. And that's not even mentioning things like CTE. Okay, but this is all very well known, and has been argued in the mainstream. But what about something that lies deeper? Well, without gambling there is no Muay Thai, and so forth. The sport is a place where gambling is legally permitted and is often painted in a bad or a favourable way. Some gamblers can make up to 7,000 USD on good days, and is in fact a lot more skillful and time consuming than most people give it credit for. But what are the main issues of it, and why do people claim it ruins the sport? Well, firstly, when there's gambling involved in such a big sport, there is many an opportunity to make bags loads of money, and this is where gangs and or organised crime comes in. Fights will be paid to be thrown and gangs will bet on fighters. And this is where the problems start, mainly due to corruption. Due to gangs being in the equation, they can sometimes resort to extreme measures to make sure their corner wins, and so if the other corner poisoned in some cases. One fighter stated how he was 80% sure his own boss had poisoned him and betted on the other fighter. If this is true, then God knows what other instances have occurred. But one of the main reasons, other than being fucking poisoned, is upon being poisoned, fighters can take months to recover. A massive issue if you're the bread earner for the family, and one that can make you second guess taking up Muay Thai. One reason suggesting why people think it's ruining the sport. While this story is disturbing, as stated earlier, Muay Thai thrives with gambling and would be difficult to eliminate, and so a way around these incidents while still keeping the betting needs to be implemented. So as much as Muay Thai is a beloved and sacred sport to millions, including myself, it's easy to overlook the many problems it has, and even some I don't mention like fighter pay. But what do you think? Should we turn a blind eye to these problems? Is this just what makes Muay Thai? Or should we protest and fight to make a change? In my opinion, fixing these problems means changing the culture. If these problems upon being fixed destroy the culture of Thai boxing, then is it really worth it? Yes, lots of dangers are present. Perhaps they should be fixed in subtler of ways, but let me know what you think in the comments.